something that you already have, or like you had to like?
Do you think technicals are harder or mindset?
You have a you problem that is showing up in the charts. It's been a pretty active trading week so far. Taken a trade yesterday, a trade today, and then a second trade today. So 3 trades in. So it's quite nice to be able to document that. If I was just to give you guys advice, free advice, on how to elevate your trading coming into the second half of 2025, is to do your trade journaling, is to review your trades. A lot of the time people want to avoid doing their trade review because they want to avoid pain. They want to avoid looking at how silly they were taking silly trades. They don't want to deal with it, right? There's this shame attached to it. They judge themselves like, oh, I did it again. I made that same mistake again. You know what? I'm not going to do my ASR. But you have to. You have to be able to face that so then you can know what you're doing wrong and then improve on it. That is literally it.
And with AI, it should be much better for someone that's just starting, because they'll be more like emotional, like a lot of like things going on. They would not be feeling themselves on the day. But with machine learning, it could be more consistent towards your plan.
But then why do you want to like not feel it then? Because that's the thing. It's important for someone to feel that. It's important for them to go through the low of trading.
So there's something called EAs. They've really gone through that route. There are some that work, but again, there's a lot that fail, because if it works, like, everyone will be doing it.
There's a cost to it, even if you make a lot, and then all of a sudden that EA fails, which is very common.
Yeah.
How does that affect you emotionally? And then the worst thing is you grow up with the character development of like, you don't take responsibility. It wasn't my fault, the EA f***ed up. Or there was a bug that happened and the developers didn't fix it. Clearly it shows like if you want to make money without the sort of personal experience. Plus imagine making a lot of money but then you haven't learned how to handle it.
Yeah.
That's like crazy, that's wild. So just going through the process is actually where the best part of trading is. I think the grind up was the best.
What's the trick?
Do you think technicals are harder or mindset for people to master?
Psychology at the start, but I think a lot of lack of technical ability is masked through psychology. That is a bomb, that's a good one. I hope that was being filmed because that's some real that's a secret sauce. I should have been paid for that.
Lack of technical like skills, mastery, like psychology.
Master psychology. Don't know how the lighting is. It's almost sunset and we are going off to dinner. Yeah, I got my GoJet picking me up in a bit. We're going to like a South American, Brazilian-y meat place, so that should be nice. So yeah, today's been a good day. We have FOMC, we had GBP CPI as well. This morning I'm currently looking at a short bias for both EU and GJ, but again, we'll see how it plays out. Gonna just try and enjoy tonight and tonight's sunset here at ubud.
Something I've been reflecting on, and upon doing my member calls, it's just something I think it's really important for me to share. And that is just the patterns that you're seeing in your trading. Those are just echoes of your inner world. If you really think about it, trading isn't just a strategy, but it's all about self. So let's talk about the mirror effect. Or what I mean by when I say trading is basically like a mirror. What if fear of missing out was just the fear of not being enough in life? What if you have low self-esteem issues in your personal life and it becomes a manifestation as FOMO in trading? Or let's think of overtrading. When you're overtrading, taking too many trades, what if that's just showing a lack of boundaries in your real life? or inconsistency in trading. You're just being a little bit undisciplined, not sticking to your plan. Just an inconsistency in your systems, your processes, your forecast, yourself, right? What if that's just an avoidance of discomfort? Because it's the same in business, right? Something that I really live by, and we can apply this to trading, is that you don't have a trading problem. You have a personal problem manifesting in your trading. You have a you problem that is showing up in the charts. And that's actually somewhat quite empowering, because then it means that you take responsibility, that you can control yourself. Meaning, as much as you're working on your technicals, as long as you're working on yourself, you know that you can elevate.
So I thought I'd share a quick little ASR, or share my ASR from that GJ reduced loss that you might have seen in the start of the video. This was kind of the narrative behind my thinking as to me taking the shorts and then kind of trailing with the M5 structure here. So after seeing this, didn't really get confirmation that we could be heading to the downside just as of yet. I was thinking price might creep up, just because also my entry was a little bit more aggressive, or you can say it was a lot more tighter. Strong bias though to the downside, and this is kind of what ended up happening. I could have said I managed too aggressively, but in hindsight, of course, it kind of just sucks seeing that hit previous day low, the daily target down here. But as you can see, price was a little bit messy before it then ended up pushing to the downside coming into New York session. So it is what it is there. These things happen. I think I would have just managed in the same way. It is what it is in terms of being taken out for the reduced risk, then price plummeting down, we move on. So yeah, it was just one of those really cheeky ones with GJ just kind of like wicking you out, or being a little bit indecisive, taking its time a little bit. But then again, time and price prevails, because coming into from 9 a.m. New York time, we do start to get the push lower. So one of them ones, unfortunately, but it happens. Price did end up drawing to previous day low, which is great to see the narrative play out. We have got our bags packed. This is the last day in our ubud villa. Are you ready?
Hello.
Lovely jubbly. Got our bags packed. For some reason, I've just got more bags now. Just accumulated. Did some shopping. I like how this bag says, I'm not a shopaholic, I'm helping the economy. But yeah, love this villa. It's gonna be sick.
You're gonna miss it.
Gonna miss this villa, so nice. But I feel inspired to create a villa like this. Yeah. Alright guys, here is villa in Uluwatu. Just the little communal area. Upstairs is bedroom 2 and bathroom 2. There's a sort of like entranceway, lounges, and then I'm gonna have the poolside downstairs, which then takes us into sort of the workspace, closet area. And the part that I love is just this outdoor bathroom. Love it. So cute. This is me looking tanned. So yeah, we're gonna be here for literally a couple of nights before I head back to London. So looking forward to just soaking it in. Just done my forecast, looking for shorts on both EU. So yeah, here is EU, just looking for price to come down to this AOI. Then we'll see if we get any reversals just to close out the week. Keeping it simple. Just about to do the Life Club call. Yikes. Is this something that you already have, or like you have to like? I posted a screenshot, like price action when it sweeps like this. It's like a good point to be like, oh, this looks a bit suspicious. read the market for what it is. If we're starting to now break to the upside, that's okay to just be like, okay, now this could have been the low of the day. I'm currently break even at the moment. Final day in Bali. Second day here in Uluwatu. I'm gonna miss it, man. Literally 12 hours from now, I'll be on the way to the airport. So we're gonna make the most out today, which basically means going to a cafe. We're gonna go to the Renee Coffee, yeah?
Yeah, we are.
We're going to Renee Coffee, which is an inside joke in Life Club. It's basically Arabica. We're gonna go to the one here, do some work. That for me is a great morning. And then I'm getting tattoos done. So you guys will see that. Maybe I'll take photos and put it up on the as B-roll, and then probably check out the beach, because the beaches in Uluwatu are like the best, apparently.